Hey everybody, welcome to Cut the Kibble. I'm Paula and this is Miss Bella, my 12-year-old Bichon. I've been home cooking for 7 months. If you're new to my channel, I do all these recipes for treats and for meals for the dog. But today I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to talk about garlic, but I'm not going to talk about the dog really. I want to talk about the human. Now, don't change the channel because I'm speaking from experience of what a miracle garlic is. And I just feel I have close to 1,000 subscribers to YouTube and a little less than that on Instagram. And if I can help 1 or 2 people by sharing this story, I want to do that. So this is a story about garlic and humans. So, I always talk about how garlic for the dogs is great. I add it. You can Google Dr. Karen Becker. She has a chart that shows you how much garlic to add to a dog's diet. But I talk about the antifungal, antibacterial, anti-everything, viral properties that are in garlic for your dog, and that's why it's so good for them. And it rids off fleas from them as well. But I want to share a story with my son, okay? One of my kids, my oldest kid, he will be 32. And when he was little, I want to say maybe he was I think he was in 6th grade. He was a big soccer player. So, he always wore the shoes and the cleats and all that. And he went to a camp one year and he brought home plantar's warts. And it was really bad. It was on both feet. And it started out with just 1 or 2 or 3 warts. And it got so bad that it grew in between the toes. It was really gross. So what we did first, we went to a podiatrist and they wanted to freeze the warts. And, this was 15 years ago, but I do remember there's certain things you remember as a mom that you go through with your kids. And they had a big needle. I swear to God, it was this big. And I don't know what he did, but it was called freezing the wart. And he said, 1 or 2 tries and it should do the trick. Well, I took my poor son back, I think 12 tries, and the damn warts would not go away. So we resorted to getting surgery. And he had it on two feet. I honestly don't remember if he had it done different times because he had it on the 2 feet. But I do remember that summer we were taking a trip from Virginia to Maine. And I had to bring a basin with me and Epsom salt because at night he had to soak his feet in the hotels. It was such a hassle. So anyway, he had the surgery. He couldn't play soccer that summer. I had it done in the summer when he wasn't in school. And I said, okay, we're done with these warts. Well, I'll be damned. Those suckers came back. They came back after the freezing. They came back after the surgery. So I was beside myself, and we went back to the doctor. Maybe we've gone to a different doctor this time because I was so frustrated. And the doctor wanted my son to take, and I'm not joking, it was a chemo drug. And he said, this will kill the warts. And that's when this mama, who is now a Cut the Kibble mama, but back then she was a kid mama, said, full stop, I'm not giving my son a chemo drug for warts, okay? I'm not against chemo, trust me. I've had a daughter who had cancer, 4 years in remission. I believe in drugs, don't get me wrong. But I wasn't going to do this to my son because there was a lot of side effects to that. These are just warts, but they were painful and yada, yada. So I did what many people do. I Googled how to get rid of warts. And something came up and it says you make a little paste out of extra virgin olive oil and garlic. I believe that's all it was. You could do it yourself. For some reason, I think there was something else in there so it wouldn't freeze. I can't remember right now, but I think that was just those two ingredients. And I did in paste. I put it in a monkey dish, just a little dish, and I put saran wrap on it. And twice a day, I believe it was. Actually, I take that back. I put the paste right on the wart, and then you put duct tape on top, and you let that duct tape sit on there for a week. So if you took a shower, you know, you put a plastic bag over it. You want to let that, oh, Bella, it's okay. It's okay, baby. Sit over there for a week. And then the next week you take it off and you do the same paste again. And I swear I took the duct tape off that first week and they were shrinking, the warts. So we did this maybe for 4 weeks. I mean, I saw a miraculous difference from the very first week after I took the duct tape off. And by the 4th week, his skin was totally clear. It was level. The regular skin had grown back. And now this was when he was in 6th grade, and he's now turning 32 in a few months, and he hasn't had any problems. So why am I sharing you this story is if you're going through any of these problems with warts, but also to tell you how potent and good garlic can be. Now, I know dogs can get warts. I mean, Bella's 12 years old. She has some kind of bumps on her. I don't know if they're warts or old age bumps. I'm not going to put the garlic and olive oil on these bumps because she's going to lick it off, okay? Okay, but I do put garlic in her food, all right? And I eat fresh garlic also, because of the antifungal, antibacterial, antiviral properties. So I wanted to share this with you to tell you that, yes, medicine is good, but it also can be very bad. And food, real food that's grown in the ground without chemicals, is medicine, and it can work miracles, because it did work a miracle on my son. It was a really hard time. And giving garlic to Bella and human-grade food is working wonderful. She is 12 years young. She just came from the groomer today, and the groomer said, I hope she takes a nap when she gets home, because she's on the move on the grooming table. It's because we've talked how she's an anxious little doggy. So just sharing this with you. Okay, take care. Eat your garlic.